Hello friends and family from around the world, this is Mike with Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on May 24th, 2021, and welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Dew, where we look at space weather, world weather, everything else happening to our planet. Starting out here, looking at our sun, still observing those amazingly spastic CMEs and solar flares from Sunspot 2824. Incoming images here. Sunspot behind it seems to be pretty stable. Outgoing images. There was a small outgoing CME reported yesterday and another one today. Just having a quick look at our sun the last 48 hours. Amazing imagery coming out of Solar Dynamics Observatory. Multi-spectrum here. So you could see bottom left-hand corner, plasma filament developing. And as well, no Earth-facing coronal holes right now. We are still awaiting the solar flares. So our space weather, geomagnetic activity remains low. But we are expecting this. A glancing blow from solar flare, M-class solar flare from yesterday. Or no, the day before, sorry. And that is incoming as we speak, and it is evident right here with our real-time solar wind graphs as we are seeing our solar wind speeds drop as our density is increasing. So we are about to be hit, and I just wanted to give you all a quick show here. This is our magnetosphere during our low solar wind speed, which is just above 300 kilometers per second. Most likely we will see upwards of 600 kilometers per second as soon as it starts. Looking at our Schumann resonance for today, a power of 96, harsh power of 103, amplitude 103, quality 7.2. Very static day around the world. Having a look at our last 24 hours for earthquakes, we're going to start out here in Canada. Yet again, another earthquake, Canada, in the Davis Strait, 4.2 earthquake, 11 kilometer depth. And through this region, it has been pretty active as of late. 4.5 there reported Labrador Sea, and as well just east there, Janes Ridge. And we're starting to see the increased activity through Canada. Nothing major to report across the United States today through USGS. But earthquakes Canada, yeah, we did see that large 4.4. At an 18 kilometer depth. The Davis Strait as well, a 3.1 to report here in Nunavut. And on the west coast of Canada, most recent and largest from the 18th, 3.1. And that's a quick look at earthquakes Canada. Small one here to report as well in Quebec, Avelin, Saint Andre, Avelin, Quebec. So yeah, welcome to Earthquakes Canada, everybody. Having a quick look through the United States. Today, Texas, 3.3, 2.9. White City there, New Mexico. Mena, Nevada, seeing nothing major to report today. But it's the quakes in the lakes that are a little bit concerning, and they're continuing. 2.9 there, Ferndale, California, as well as 3.3 here to report off the coast of Oregon. Looking through Alaska here. Most recent there, 3.0, and as well, Adak, Alaska, reporting a 4.1 at 10 kilometer depth. In Japan, seeing 4.7. Southern Islands, Japan, seeing as well a 4.8. 4.6 here in Ternate, Indonesia. 4.4, Indonesia, and that's right beside Krakatoa. As well, 4.8 there to report. Earthquakes continue through Qinghai, China. 4.6 most recent. as well 4.5 there, Kyrgyzstan, and as well 4.5 here in Russia. Was that Tarskoy, Russia? And yet another earthquake here to report in Africa, 4.9 reported today in Namibia. So earthquakes around the erupting volcano at Nyiragongo. Wow. Prayers for Africa. Looking through Kermadex today, 4.9 one to report. And the deepest earthquake to report today, 4.7, very deep, 614 kilometer depth. So we are still expecting a large, shallower earthquake to follow from that. So heads up, everybody. Largest report there, Hawaii 3.0. Too quiet through Central America. Puerto Rico seeing small earthquakes today, largest being 3.0. And as well, Mid-Atlantic Ridge seeing a 5.0 today. One lonely earthquake here, 4.0, Iquique, Chile. Too quiet through South America. Too quiet through Central America. And heads up, friends and family around the world. Let's have a quick look here. The last 7 days for earthquakes. You can see a lot of yellow and green ringing off right now. A lot of surface level 4s and 5s, and we did just recently see a couple pretty deep earthquakes. So heads up, just have a plan, everybody. Looking at all this action through China, moving westward. And then all of the activity through the African plate. Much too quiet through South America, Central America, and North America. Just saying. Let's have a look at the Pacific Disaster Center most recent volcanoes to update. And recently we are looking at here Suis and Ejima in Japan, as well as Nyiragongo in Congo, Lubotolo, Indonesia, Etna in Italy, Dakono in Indonesia, Sangay in Ecuador, Reventador, landslides in Uganda, and that's just north, and that's releasing ammonia, believe it or not. A lot of people were hospitalized. Soufriere, St. Vincent, as well Sabancaya in Peru, Fuego in Guatemala, Popo in Mexico, Semeru, Indonesia, and Nevados de Ruiz. Many volcanoes getting updated today. And as well, we're observing here satellite imagery overlooking the large tropical system that's heading into Alberta and Saskatchewan right now. Foothills of Alberta and Calgary are seeing a lot of rain, and it looks like it's going to move out, but it could send some flood alerts across parts of southern Alberta and through the foothills. Let's have a look here. The 5-day forecast brought to you by MeteoEarth, and then morning dew. Starting out here, Calgary, Alberta, as once the system leaves, we're going to be sitting in some pretty cool temperatures. 5-day forecast showing the system moving out, but some really cool temperatures moving in. And just, it's the higher elevation cold temperatures that I do believe are being pushed to the surface now. I think that's what's happening. Our collapsed magnetosphere. It makes sense. Having a look here, West Coast, low pressure system moving in Thursday to Friday towards Vancouver. And as well, cooled temperatures, -5 through the foothills, parts of BC. Very cool temperatures hanging out there. Overlooking parts of eastern Canada and the United States. Watch for that low to move out of Alberta and eastward towards the Atlantic provinces. And then watch as this Colorado low develops and brings extreme weather eastward from central plains and southeastern United States. Coastal regions, it could ramp up into tropical conditions by the time it hits the coast there. So it could be a nasty situation developing. Overlooking the Atlantic, big high pressure ridge moving in, dominant, and as well vigorous low pressure systems here spinning around Greenland. You've got that tropical storm that I was talking about last week, Anna. That's right, tropical storm Anna is still there and going to Greenland. Overlooking Europe, high pressure ridge moving in. Watch for things to dry out and warm up across central regions and westward. Overlooking southeast China and Japan, atmospheric river of moisture heading out of Tibetan Plateau, and as well interesting system heading out of Korea's tropical cyclone here heading into eastern India, and then pretty much it's going to tuck itself up there into the Mongolian mountains and head westward into the very hot pocket of northern India. So watch for extreme weather throughout Pakistan the next little while. Overlooking Malaysia and Indonesia, daily evaporation rains heavier through Papua New Guinea. Overlooking Australia, cool high pressure ridge, winter kind of moving in for sure for Australia, and a little bit of moisture moving into southwestern regions later in the week. Seems to be building, though. We could have an atmospheric river of moisture heading into there. Overlooking New Zealand, high pressure ridge hanging out here for about a day, and then watch for this big system to roll in and bring a lot of moisture with it. That's for sure. Overlooking the Pacific, no major weather systems affecting Hawaii. Do have a pretty large low pressure center here developing in the long range forecast. It looks to be about 3 or 4 low pressure systems wrapped up in one, and that's what I've been noticing here over the past couple years. These systems are joining forces now, getting bigger, stronger. Overlooking central regions of America, heavier thunderstorms towards Venezuela and westwards towards Panama. And watch for a system here to develop through Argentina later in the week, Thursday to Friday, but quickly move out. And very cold temperatures through the mountains, Chile and Argentina. Overlooking Africa, no major weather systems there either. Unfortunate, they do need some rain. They've got a nasty dry and warm situation happening, and with all of the landslides and volcano eruptions, oi. Thoughts and prayers to everybody around the world, but especially for Africa, dealing with all these natural events. Levy here looking at the southern hemisphere versus the northern, pointing out 2 very interesting antipode large low pressure systems. Stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your morning dew. These things are huge, bro. It's almost the size of Australia, each of them. Thanks for watching. Much love. Prayers for our humanity. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the